amazing cast that you guys just saw. So first we have Manny Montana.
Thank you, man.
And then we have Brandon J. McLaren. Welcome.
How are you?
The lovely Serinda Swan.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Yes. And also the also lovely Vanessa Ferlito. Welcome.
Thank you.
And then Aaron Tabate. And finally, Daniel Sunjata. All right. Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah.
We have mics on. You don't need
Yes. Well, we should start. I want to start with the elephant in the room. Serinda, you are not in the pilot.
No, I was just about to say, I'm all of your favorite characters. I know. You guys have studied. I'm obviously not in the pilot. So thank you for the lovely cheer. It really made me feel welcome. But,
Yes.
I come in the second episode.
And I've actually seen the second episode, and you enter in a very interesting way. Would you like to explain how we're introduced to your character?
I do. This has been like the hot topic, obviously, because I came in very quickly and flew in, and the next morning I was shooting, and we had a meeting basically on the character in my first scene, which was, the first question was, do you sing? And I was like, in public? Because not like anyone else on this panel. Okay, why?
To?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
That side, just one of the people on that side. And then they asked me if I sing in Korean. So you guys are going to see me sing in Korean. So anybody that's Korean here, I really apologize, straight up. But anybody who's not, enjoy if you can.
And your character page is undercover. You're singing you're doing karaoke.
I'm doing karaoke. Yes, that's probably the key thing to say. It's karaoke, so it's meant to be bad.
Yes. What are your karaoke songs? I mean, Aaron, let's start with you. What's your karaoke song?
It's funny. I don't do a lot of karaoke. It's like you'd think I would, but it's always I always feel self-conscious when I'm at a karaoke place for some reason. Yeah, no, it's like the opposite.
Have you heard the people
No, it's
that
like
do
the
karaoke?
opposite of what you think.
Okay.
Like, but the times I have to do it, a go-to is like Jesse's Girl.
Yes. Yes.
Because then I feel like I can like disappear into Rick Springfield.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a karaoke song? One that's like their go-to? No?
No. Come on, you guys are lying.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yes.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, love.
And you, sir?
Oh, God. Toxic by Britney Spears. Or Shoop or What a Man by TLC.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with you.
So you play characters, you play FBI agents, DE agents, customs agents who all live together in a house. And I'm wondering, if you all did actually live together, like you as actors, who would be like the house mother? Like who's the most responsible of this group?
Vanessa.
Vanessa,
Yeah.
interesting. That kind of surprises me. I feel like you seem like you'd have some fun.
Oh, she'd have fun, but she'd be a fun mom.
Oh.
She'd still be.
Okay.
I'm kind of square,
Are you really?
a little bit.
Interesting.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Looks are deceiving.
Yeah.
I'm pretty square.
So who would you be keeping in line? Like who's the party animal?
Oh, I can't blow up anybody's heart. I'm not red.
That's why we love you.
She's no
I
rat.
don't sell out my family like that.
Okay. So did you guys like go to like DEA boot camp for this or like FBI boot camp? Like what was the training like for these roles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got like, standard gun training.
Okay.
We learned how to like clear houses.
Okay.
We worked with the Miami-Dade SWAT team.
Wow.
And they were also, as the season progresses, you'll see in the background guys who are the people who are like dressed as the FBI SWAT TAC teams. That's real Miami-Dade SWAT men and women.
Which was awesome too, because we had this amazing resource on set with us. Anytime we had a question, we could go to these guys and say, is this the right way to do it? Because the one thing that they did tell us is that when they watch cop shows, they can tell immediately if the people don't know what they're doing. Yeah. And so we tried to make it look as authentic as possible as we were going. But it was great to have them on set with us.
Who's the best cop out of all of you? Who's doing the best so far?
Tatura.
Yeah.
Never.
Manny, you're the best?
Anything seriously? No.
I heard you're the best surfer though.
Yeah,
I can actually
definitely.
surf.
You're an actual.
actually
No one
surf,
else
yeah.
actually surfs?
Huh?
No one else on this panel has surfed before? Oh, you do?
Not as well as him. Oh,
Nope.
come on, we've had
Surf
this
the
conversation.
net.
And it's always the same answer.
All right, so we're taking questions all night long from people on Twitter. So tweet us at Graceland #GracelandTV. I'm going to ask the first question is from Chris Serico, and this is sort of musical, going back to the musical question. Aaron, obviously you were in Les Miserables, and Daniel, you were just recently on Smash. Can we expect a Graceland musical episode?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't. I mean, it's really funny, but I honestly don't think the two go together. Like for me. No. Seriously. But no, I don't know. You know what? I've always liked that it's been separate for me personally, and I think that Mike Warren, the FBI agent, can do many, many ththings. He cannot sing.
Interesting.
So if there was ever a musical episode, Mike would sing terribly.
Okay.
So.
Daniel, do you think?
Maybe season 8, maybe season 9. When the writers run out of ideas, we might just have to go there.
Yeah. Heroin.
Yeah.
Wonderful heroin.
That's jazzy.
Yeah,
Fun
right.
for the whole family. Heroin.
That is funny.
So we have we're getting a question from Sarah De Silva. This is from London, actually. Wow, London. She wants to know. Hello. She wants to know: do you all partake in any pranks on the set? What's been the funniest moment during filming?
We haven't really played a lot of jokes on one another. I mean, I think we enjoy each other's company, but I can't really remember a practical joke that
Anything
was.
like specific?
Nothing like
Only one
planned or anything.
Yeah.
Only one that stands out is you two at the last scene.
What?
You know what I'm talking about. She was all bloody.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was like the only plant thing. No, I mean it's a loose set, but we just like joke all the time.
We have a lot of fun.
It's never, unfortunately, it's not like we plan it if we're all laughing at each other. It's usually because one
Well,
person
actually,
is
one
like...
day, episode 103, which will be the 4th episode, we have this. We basically have sauce night in the house where Vanessa, her character Charlie, cooks sauce, and we all eat around the sauce, and it's great. But anyway, we have a very fun working relationship, and there's a lot of ad-libbing and a lot of making fun of each other. But at one point, it was Vanessa's coverage, so the camera's literally on her, and she's looking at me. And she, in the middle of the scene, just goes, she's like, "Aaron, stop!" I was literally doing nothing but listening to her. And like for 5 takes, she couldn't do it. She was so mad at me. I wasn't doing anything.
Could you look at this face and try and focus?
I was just listening.
No, I can't look at you. You make me laugh. You make me laugh.
Here we go.
It just gets like that. Look, I'm blushing. It just gets like that. Sometimes. After a certain hour, a couple of takes, you just, can't focus.
I saw that episode where you're actually making your own sauce. Are you a good cook?
I am.
In real life? Yeah.
Oh,
What's your?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope I'm good. I
What's
cook
your
a lot,
specialty?
though. Oh, God. I just love cooking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this is I enjoy this question. Okay, so so Paula _ Moz. The line of 6 agents, 1 house sounds a lot like Tub on the 2nd floor. That's coming from Michigan, where it's really cold. So
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
Always a chance.
We're saying there's a chance.
I know. Is the show? I mean, it sort of sets up. Maybe there's potential. Maybe romance between your guys' characters. I mean, I don't know. Is there? And with Paige, I mean, you guys kind of seem like you maybe have romantic situations too. I don't know.
I think that they did a good job of putting some romantic tension-ish in the show, but I think they did an even better job of really focusing on the heart of the storytelling on Graceland. So I think it's less geared towards like who might hook up on the show. Hate to disappoint, but and more geared towards the missions that we're on and the people we're trying to arrest and the intrigue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
In sort of to that regard, do you think, okay, this is from Emily Lordich, who's attending the Boston screening in Boston, Massachusetts. So, hello, Emily. Hello, Emily Lordich.
That's so cool. People are like, wow.
I know. I know. So she wants to know, do you think working on the show has made you more observant or better at reading people?
I think so. I have a little story. I think I've told it once before. Right when we got back from working, I was on the subway here in New York, and it was a very crowded subway, and sometimes you're kind of jammed in together close. And I literally thought that a guy was, like he was reaching in his coat, and I just got that feeling in the back of my neck. Like I thought he was reaching for a gun, and I was literally standing there, and I kind of just went like this. And then I had to like, I had to stop myself, and I was like, no, you're not an FBI agent. You can't do that. So, but I had, you know, I had a gun on my hip for 6 months, so I was like used to it. So you got to be careful, man. Art imitates life sometimes.
Totally, yeah.
I think also, I was going to say that being on the show, the fact that we're like, there's so many layers to the lies that are being told.
Yeah.
I think maybe, if anything, it maybe has made it harder to read people because you know it's hard for us to read one another as our characters, and so you know we weren't given any.
Well, I love sort of the covers you guys all have for your different characters and like sort of the details. Like I love that you say that your one of your aliases loves Tybo. And I was just wondering, like, do you guys get to give your own ideas as to like, I think this character should be into, you know, French cooking, or like, do you like this guy likes the Macarena, or I mean, do you have any, or is that all written? Do you guys get to offer any input?
I'm going to use Macarena next season.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, please do.
No, ours is all written.
Yeah, it's all written.
Yeah. I mean, I would say though that would you guys agree that Jeff and the writing staff were very open to our input in terms of like if we had ideas, they were very collaborative. It wasn't like you're going to say this and you're going to you're going to do that. But I don't think we had any suggestions for our covers per se. Yeah.
But they had great ideas for us.
They did. Yeah, that was pretty solid.
So that helps.
So there's nothing to argue with. We're like,
We're like, that sounds great.
This question, we're gonna go to DJ Tino 2224. He wants to know.
Did she say her time?
Hey, stand up and ask the question. Stand up and ask it.
Did you guys do any kind of offset bonding activities like they do with sports teams to kind of build up the team?
We did some trust falls.
Sure, we'll do it right now. Here, you guys.
No, I mean, we didn't do anything specific, but I think, from day one, we all really just
got along
anyway,
so that works. And we hang out.
And it's a rare thing. Like Serena had a game night. We went out. I mean, we just had fun.
Yeah, we like hanging out with one another.
It was very obvious. Actually, I was at the show. You guys were at Aaron's concert.
Oh,
You were?
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we like it.
You guys like have a good time. So.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is also one of my favorite questions. This comes from Denise Nunez, 1H. Is she here? No? Okay. She wants to know, if the zombie apocalypse happened, which one of your cast members would you want to fight alongside you? Yep.
Like
big
characters
one.
or real people?
So good.
Let's go. I think real people.
Like with
Let's get real.
With guns or just...
I'll just step in because
Denise Nunez did not get that.
I play on Call of Duty, so I think I would have us in a good spot.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I want to know the answer to this question. Who would you
I would want Vanessa. Vanessa would be like, listen to me. You take another step towards Brandon, and then
look at my face?
look at me. I want Vanessa by my side. That's what tells somebody.
That's what I was going to choose too.
I love that.
I chose you too, Mom.
All right, we're going to go to MacPack 410.
I love this game.
I love this. That's right. Hello. Well, MacPack, would you like to say one? Okay, the one I have is about funniest bloopers. Would you like to ask them?
Any funny bloopers?
Can you imagine there not being with this group of people?
All day.
Every day.
What's some from the
It's just constant,
It was very endearing. There's one that's very endearing in my memory. Aaron's parents visited the set one day, and Aaron is not. He doesn't forget his lines. It's actually kind of annoying because the rest of us are always flubbing lines. He actually knows your lines as well. And just because he happened to know that his parents were sitting there at the monitor, he literally couldn't. It was something like, "Hey, Briggs, what's up?" And he just couldn't remember. I don't remember what it was, but he couldn't.
I'll take that again. I'll take it again. Yeah.
But I don't know. Other than that, any other funny?
No, we just have constant. I mean, we got a good blooper and gag reel once the hopefully DVD comes out.
Yeah.
You'll see it. It's just funny. It's every day we mess up. It's just a good time. Yeah.
And when Manny gets nervous, he passes gas.
Brandon has an amazing one.
TMI.
Well, sometimes, like, because we're all in different
agencies, but sometimes we get confused. So like,
This is true.
one time I had to come in and do an arrest, and I'm custom, so I kick in the door. FBI! Wait, shoot FBI. So yeah, that happened.
Amazing.
Sorry, I'm still distracted by the gas. I was.
Imagine how we
I know.
feel.
Thank God we're on a stage in front of thousands of people. I'm glad you wanted to. Did you guys? What was your favorite part about playing an undercover agent? Was it the skills you learned? Maybe was it maybe being able to learn to surf? What's been the best so far?
Well, for me, I mean, the favorite thing to be on this show just is that, you know, on most shows, you're just playing one person. You're playing one guy. You get used to it. It gets mundane. All of us got to do, what, at least 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I was a freaking valet. I was a... I don't want to give that away. I was some other stuff, but it's fun, and I think we all got to do that.
Yeah.
For me, it was getting lost. Getting lost in the character. And sometimes when you go to a really dark place and you stay there for a while, it's kind of therapeutic for you because you work out some of these issues. It's morbid. No, but you know, you come out and you're like, life is really great, you know?
Yeah.
It's really hard what these people do,
Yeah.
you know, undercover.
It's true what Vanessa's saying. There can be something very cathartic about, you know, you wouldn't want to go to the places that are as dark as the places that we go on the show in real life, but to do so within the safety of a make-believe world can kind of be pretty cool. My answer to the question is the fact it was kind of a mind twister, the fact that we are actors playing cops who act for a living.
Yeah. Right.
And so there is kind of a Russian doll kind of quality to that.
Totally.
That was kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this is this is fascinating to me that this is based on a true story. There's a real Graceland.
Yes.
And so I'm assuming, I mean, is it still operational? Do you know?
No, stopped around.
Okay,
It was
not.
in 1992 to
Right
2000.
after 9/11, around that time, yeah, 2001.
We spoke to the guy who was the head of you know, the real Graceland. It wasn't called Graceland, of course.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a great source of information and research for us.
Did he say, were his housemates as attractive as you all?
He did not mention that. He did not comment.
Because you're a pretty good-looking group.
I have to say, because obviously me coming in, they'd all been cast and everything like that. And the first time that my people showed me, like, this is the cast, and I was like, that is the prettiest group of people I've ever seen on television. This is insane. It was very lovely to see, but I was like, they're what? They're, okay. I'll watch it, or I'll be on it, but I'll watch it.
No one wants to see ugly people solving crimes. That's the truth.
Hashtag
It's a truth. It's a truth. And now on to, this is one of my favorite questions also. This is Katie L. Ruark. Is she here? Would you like to say your question?
Okay,
Or here, wait, there's a mic coming.
Got a mic.
Oh,
hot spot.
we're getting official now.
All right. If there were a Graceland drinking game, what would the rules be?
Tough questions.
Oh.
That's really good.
You all take a lot of shots on the show.
We did.
What would the rules be?
Every time.
It's tough. Good question.
Wait, no, there's one thing that about halfway through the year I realized that we said all the time. I can't think of what it is. So that doesn't really help your game.
Yeah.
But no, oh man.
Is real?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, we suck at this.
Wait, you have
You're
an idea?
asking us to create rules to a game now. On the spot. Come on
Every
now.
time you switch languages, take a sip.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a good one.
that's good.
I like that.
Every time you switch
We
languages, I
clearly
like
have all
that.
been drinking, it seems, because we can't figure this out. Games?
I like that. All right.
Rules?
Maybe every time you introduce a new rule to the house, like you can't bring guns on this floor, you can't bring. Maybe
That's what it
something
should
like
be.
that.
Every
That's a good
time the
one.
rules are reiterated, you could have a drinking game and you'd get very drunk.
Or you can't say names.
Because people, they really tried to make sure I understood the rules.
Yeah.
True.
So you can drink to that.
Next time you say Graceland.
Okay, let's see who else we have. All right, so Just Simply Sarah, she's watching in Boston. She asks, so the house that you film in, is that just a set or an actual house by the water?
Both.
The house in the pilot was a real house.
Yeah.
Beautiful, amazing.
$17 million mansion.
$17
now.
million.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
People didn't
And it was
even live
somebody's
there. It was like their
weekend-
summer
just
home, which
weekend
is
house.
complete.
We're like, who lives like that?
That
A
pisses me
$17 million
off, yeah.
weekend home.
If you guys are watching at one of the places, thank you.
Thank you. We're not hating on you.
We'll borrow it whenever it's free. It would just cost too much money to do that, so they always duplicate, you know,
Yeah.
And then we built
the
set
original.
and-
Yeah.
And they basically built an amazing version of that house, but even
Which cost like $1 million.
even bigger
by
and
the-
better
yeah.
and more functional, which was great
Yeah.
because the house was great, but it was hard to shoot in because some hallways are small.
Yeah.
So we have a house that is basically each floor is one separate level of the stage, and walls can walls can move, and so they did an incredible job building.
I would live in that.
I was just thinking that. I live in that house.
It's like
Yeah.
like it's honestly like IKEA. So you like walk around one
Yeah.
and like you think a closet should be there, but it's a bathroom, and then you stairs and go to nowhere, and like
amazing.
it's amazing.
beautiful.
We
Yeah.
should have a party there.
We should have a party there. And we'll have a drinking game figured out by then.
Yeah.
I know, rap party.
Yeah.
They
Do you-
wouldn't let us.
Yeah, oh, really? Really?
We asked, yeah. Whatever.
Maddie Austin, this is coming from Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
All right.
Sorry, I'm Canadian.
He wants to know what helps you. He wants to know what helps you guys get into character most.
It depends on, I think we've become our character. Like when you're on a show, it's not like a movie, you do it for 2-3 months. We've been doing this for months. You actually kind of become the character. It just depends on the scene and what we're doing. You know, I'm just Charlie, like in the kitchen with my boys, it's just like what I kind of do.
Yeah.
But when I have to go to a different place, it depends on what,
Yeah.
what I have to do to take me there.
I think they also did a really great job of casting in the sense that they got, this is actually, I'm stealing this answer from my co-star Aaron. All of the actors work similarly. They've got a really great group of actors together that all kind of have a similar approach to the work. And one thing that helps me get in character and stay in character is when I look into the eyes of a scene partner and I can see complete presence. Complete openness, complete presence. They are listening. And I think that everybody here is really good at being there.
The way they cast it, there's a certain essence that each of us has that is in our character as well. So if that makes any sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we kind of just, when we all get together on set, we kind of just fall into
Instead of
Just
having to each of us play characters,
Yeah.
we can kind of just fall into the ease that we all.
that kind of essence that we already have.
Yeah.
So keep tweeting. We're still answering questions. Tweet at hashtag Graceland TV. But we have a question from Suzifer from Washington, D.C. Suzifer would like to know who would be your dream guest star to come on the show. You see, in episode like 4, I think Mia Kirshner comes on as a guest.
3.
We've also got
3. Okay, 3. Yeah.
We got
A
Benga
dream guest star?
Akanabe from The Wire. Yeah, he's on for a season.
Yes.
Benga's awesome.
He's
Benga
a
was
major
awesome.
part
Yeah.
of the first season, and he's awesome. Yeah.
I think he'll probably be, you guys will decide ultimately, but I think he'll probably be the audience's favorite
I
villain
love him.
or,
Yeah.
darker
So
character.
good.
Yeah. He's awesome.
Do you guys have anyone that you'd really love to see?
I'm fans of so many
Yeah.
actors, so many.
What about like a president or something? You know what I mean? Hey, we're the government agency. Let's shoot big. You know,
I mean, why not?
we'll have POTUS up there.
Prince Harry, I don't know. Have like a party episode.
Sure.
I don't know. That'd be cool.
Let's see. Michelle Wheeler from Charlotte, North Carolina. She would like to know each of the cast members describe their castmates in a word or short phrase.
Oh man.
So do we all pick
One
someone?
word?
Yes,
All of
one
them?
word, or just like maybe. Sure.
Each?
I get. Yeah.
They're
I would
all
say
so
generous.
Okay, you're all okay.
Different.
Oh, God.
Yeah, maybe just one word to describe all the whole cast. Yeah.
Sincere.
Good, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Got you, man.
Paul.
I think grounded, down to earth. That's
Yeah.
4 words, but grounded.
It was a more short sentence, so we're still working.
Great.
Right?
I like that one.
I do. I
Who
like
was that? Who asked that question?
That was Michelle Wheeler from Charlotte.
Sorry, Michelle.
Sorry.
We totally messed that up. Sorry. Hating us.
Oh well. Okay, so XX Katie 11XX. What a lot of.
Hey.
That does
What's that
not.
about?
That's, I know.
Not
I know.
I'm just saying.
Does not sound kosher. Okay. She wants to know. Were you guys allowed to keep anything from the set? If not, what do you wish you could have kept
Kept from the set?
from the set? Yeah.
Like in our personal life?
Sure. Yeah.
My room had like 3 surfboards and a bunch of stuff on the wall. And I surf, so I would love to take everything in my room.
Oh, we can take something.
I would say they were super sweet, and when they decorated my room, I have a French bulldog named Buddha, and they took a big picture of Buddha and they blew it up and they put it over my bed. So when you see my room, that's actually my dog. And so every single time I walk in, I'm like, oh. So there's like little pictures of him all over my room. So I would just steal anything that has his face on it.
I took a lot of socks.
Wow, all right.
Yeah.
Honest.
I'm an open book.
You stole a sock.
Back to the last answer.
There's a great like vintage, really beat up, awesome. Basically everything in his room is awesome, but there's a great leather couch in Briggs's room that I would steal in a heartbeat.
Yeah, the thing's amazing.
The house is amazing. I try to steal something every day. Not only do I try to steal for myself, I try to get stuff for the guys working the camera. I got him a dollhouse. I call people. I'm like, yeah, you don't need that dollhouse. Hands it over to Mike. I take stuff every day. Paintings.
I thought you were stealing dollhouses. That's such a okay.
No, but I got it for his kid. It was
that's
like
nice.
a
Oh, that's
situation.
really nice, yeah.
But I just walk up on set like calling shots. I'm like, yeah, you don't need that. You're done with that, right? Taking stuff home. Yeah, it's crazy.
I wanted to piggyback off of Surinda's answer about her dog Buddha, who the whole cast loves, by the way. Briggs is a Tibetan Buddhist, and throughout the course of the season, at the first few episodes, he wears a couple different amulets. It took us a while to find the one that I thought was the right amulet. But the Buddha necklace that I wear for the most of the season, I got to take that home. That was kind of cool.
Very
that was
cool.
Special, yeah.
All right, well, you guys, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for coming out, and thank you all for coming out to see us across the country. And stay tuned. Graceland premieres June 6th on USA at 10 p.m. So watch next week, Graceland. Thank you all for watching.